Good afternoon. I'm Bob Scott, Executive Editor of the Progressive Accountant, and we're here today at the New Jersey Business and Technology Show of the New Jersey Society of CPAs with Jim Bourke. Jim is a CPA who is a partner with the firm of Withum, Smith & Brown in Red Bank, New Jersey. He sits on the AICPA Council. He's the past president of the New Jersey Society of CPAs, and most important for today's discussion, he is chair of the CITP committee. And CITP stands for Certified Information Technology Professional, which is one of the specialized credentials offered by the AICPA. So Jim, I spelled out the name of the credential
Sure.
and the initials, but can you tell our audience exactly what it is and what it does for people?
Oh, absolutely. To me, I'm obsessed with technology, Bob, as you know. CITP, Certified Information Technology Professional, is one of currently 4 credentials offered by the AICPA. CITP is a credential only available to CPAs. So unlike the slew of other credentials that are out there for those that have an expertise in technology, specialize in technology, CITP, only a CPA can get a CITP. And what it does, it recognizes a CPA for their knowledge of technology, okay? We have an application, currently a 100-point application. You get points by years of experience, business experience, how much as a CPA I am immersed in the area of technology. We have a really good body of knowledge that we spent a significant amount of time on over the last few years. Our body of knowledge is in the area of audit, systems, forensics. Again, all of the areas, what we did is we took the CITP back to the space that a CPA owns. Okay, CPA, we own the audit space. We're there. It's around our core values. So what we decided to do is take this credential that is only given to CPAs and surround the CPA, surround what the CPA is all about with the credential. So, for example, I'm a CPA, been a CPA a long time, passionate about technology, I love technology, I do audits, I do reviews. I also happen to carry the CFF, Certified Financial Forensics credential, because I'm involved in forensics. I love technology, so what I do, the body of knowledge, it helps me to understand what's happening in a system. And the analogy I'll use is in the past, as an auditor, auditors would audit the heck out of paper going into a system, and they'd audit all the paper coming out of a system, and quite frankly, they wouldn't understand what's happening within the system. But they'd complete their audit because they'd sample and they'd feel comfortable at the end of the day, I know enough about what went in and how it went in, and enough about what went out and what came out to give me the assurance that everything is good. So now what we're doing is we're saying, look, as an auditor, as a CPA, you need to understand what's happening within the system. And as you understand how that data is flowing through the system, how the transactions are flowing through the system, what controls are in place on that system to prevent fraud, to prevent things from happening to those products, those pieces of paper that are generated out of the system. So it's helping to educate CPAs about technology and understanding that technology affects everything that we do today.
Right.
Audit, forensics, lit support, we touch it, we feel it, we need to understand it.
Now, how many CITPs are there, and has it grown over the last couple of years? Has the growth rate changed?
It really has. Today we have over 1,600 CITPs in the United States. We have had the largest growth in the number of CITPs since we announced the changes to our body of knowledge. We first announced those changes to our body of knowledge at the AICPA Tech 2009 conference, which was held last summer in Las Vegas. We went up and we talked about those changes to our body of knowledge, those changes that affect all of us with a new direction on the CITP credential. So we have had phenomenal growth in our credential over that period of time.
Now, Jim, you said that you have an application with a lot of points. A lot of certifications have some kind of testing procedure. Is there a test to become a CITP?
Actually, a little secret, Bob. Here's the deal. There is currently no test to obtain the CITP credential. Currently, today, I will tell you we are definitely working on a test. There will be a test. There will be more of a hurdle to obtain the CITP credential. We believe that a CPA who carries a CITP credential is a CPA who has expressed a certain level of proficiency with respect to technology. That can only be derived, we believe, from spending years of experience immersed in this area, knowledge about this industry, as well as, at the end of the day, testing your level of proficiency on that body of knowledge. So, yes, there will be a test. Yes, I understand that CPAs do so many things today. I have individuals in my own firm that focus just on forensics. Well, someone that focuses just on forensics, they could be a CITP as well, in addition to a CFF. They don't need to be an expert in every area of our body of knowledge.
So there won't be specific subtests for auditors or forensics?
No. As of right now, there is no plan to have a specific test. Let's say for me, I'm involved in forensics. So Jim gets the CITP test that's involved in forensics. No. It's like, I equate it to almost like the CPA exam. When you take audit, when you take practice, you're dealing with mergers and acquisitions, you're dealing with general accounting, you're dealing with journal entry, you're dealing with so many different things. I don't need to be an expert in any one area, but you know what? I'm a CPA. I hold myself out as CPA. I need to be able to know how to do those things. I need to be well versed in that body of knowledge. So as a CITP, I need to understand high level that body of knowledge.
So I don't understand, one of the most important elements now of the CITP is it's not just another technology credential, that it has particular areas that are only a CPA can do.
That's right. Well, here's the deal. When the CITP first came out, again, it's always been just for CPAs.
Right.
We may have gotten criticized early on, why can't non-CPAs have? We wanted to keep it CPA. This is a credential only available to CPAs. What we have found, once we modified our body of knowledge and came up with an area focused around what CPAs do, we have experienced our largest growth in the credential. So that is telling us, you know what, we're on the right track. We've done the right thing. We've listened to those members that were out there. All those CPAs that practice in audit, internal control, forensics, litigation support, system, we listened and we understood that we needed a credential focused around helping them do their job more efficiently every single day.
And finally, I'd like to ask, is there going to be any new announcements or new elements of the program released this year, and especially discussed at the June AICPA Tech Plus conference?
Well, as far as the CITP credential goes, I believe it's more of a public awareness process. We need to let our members know about that body of knowledge. You're going to see some really cool graphics and presentations done if you come out to Vegas to attend Tech this year. You're going to see the new images of the credential. You're going to see how we're blending this body of knowledge and helping other CPAs that are immersed in technology understand how that body of knowledge surrounds the CPA. So you're going to see visually, that's a very tough thing to explain. Like, you and I could talk all day about a body of knowledge, but unless you see it visually and understand what's in there and how it affects me as CPA, you miss it. So that's our goal this year at Tech, is to help those that are there understand the credential.
Great. I look forward to hearing more about it. And again, this is Bob Scott. I'm Executive Editor of the Progressive Accountant, and we've been talking about the AICPA's CITP program with Jim Bourke, who's chairman of the CITP committee. And I'd like to thank you for taking the time, and it's been a lot of fun.